Welcome to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after SmackDown. Hello, Elijah.
What up? What up?
Killer Kross entrance. It's mind-blowing.
I got a lot to say.
Only if you let your mind be blown.
I got a lot
James.
to say. I got a lot to say. So yeah, hey guys, what's up? How we doing? You're like way far over there.
I don't mind this thing. Brandy's hot.
Like you're so way far over there.
I'm trying to stay away from you. I'm social distancing.
I feel like you need to scooch in a little bit. But AEW 8.5 NXT 8. Yeah, I could kind of agree with that. I feel like AEW was a little bit better than NXT.
Shows. He meant solid.
Solid.
Hello,
they were both very good, and I enjoyed both of them.
Hello, Mrs. Gleen.
So yeah, I got a lot to say. There's a couple things, for sure on NXT that I want to talk about for just a couple minutes, because I have a lot to say about those things, and yeah.
Zandel's retracting all of his messages.
So yes, folks, let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna start with
Too solid.
AEW. So we start off AEW with a great match, Cody versus Joey Janela. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought this was good. I liked the pace of it. I thought the entire thing was good.
Yes.
And I enjoyed it. So
definitely. NXT was so good. Good evening, y'all. Did you listen to Revival on Jericho's show and Ryder on Chris Van Vliet's show?
Listened to the Jericho Revival stuff. I listened to part of that today. Yes, hey Scott. I listened to part of the Revival on Talk is Jericho. I haven't listened to Zack Ryder yet, and his kind of interview thing. Haven't listened to that yet, but I will. I'll get around to it.
By the way, if you haven't seen it, give me a whole interviewed Chris Van Vliet, and they have posted it on their podcast.
Yes, super cool. So
the Revolt, you mean?
Yeah, whatever. Close enough. Revolt, Revival, same difference.
They're no longer the Revival.
Revolt.
Well, I think he was trying to spell it right. Tom Phillips cracks me up saying Kross is the damn devil. What have they unleashed on NXT? Too funny. Yes.
Charlotte is a cornball. Well then, we've got some creative insults tonight.
Yes.
Man, oh man.
Give me all that. Thanks, Scott.
So, AEW, to start the show, we have Cody versus Joey Janela. Like I said, this was a great match. I like the pace of it. I think it was done very well. Haven't seen Joey Janela in a bit, so getting to see him was cool, you know. So, Cody won the match, though. Because I think we all expected Cody to win.
Yeah.
You know, Joey Janela wasn't going to get the win.
No.
So we then get a Nyla Rose video. She's talking about, you know, how much of a dominant champion she's been and that she's going to be the only champion. And then we kind of talk about the challengers that have, you know, the challengers that we have right now. So we have Shida. I was going to butcher her first name.
Yes.
I was going to say it completely wrong. I know how to say it, but in my mind it wasn't going to come out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah.
So we have Shida.
Your brain.
Britt Baker. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. We have Shida, Baker, Ford, and Statlander. Those were kind of the four that they focused on, and I'll kind of get into those four ladies.
You said four.
I said four.
Yeah.
But I was, you know, Nyla was there too, so I guess,
okay.
You know, whatever. We'll kind of get into those 4 or 5 ladies later. We then get Nyla Rose versus Jobber Kenzie Page. And, again, this match went down the way we all thought it was going to. Nyla just beat the crap out of her. And it was, you know, it was what it was. I will say, honestly, I'm kind of liking the Nyla Rose thing. I wasn't a super huge fan of the whole gimmick and just everything with it as it stands right now. Well, as it stood, you know, before, earlier. But I kind of like what they're doing with her. She cut a promo before she went to the ring, and I thought it was done very well. Just the way she interacted with Shivani, I thought was super cool. And I'm enjoying what she's doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's what they've done with her. What they did with her tonight, I thought was pretty cool.
So I mean, I liked it. She just went and beat up some people.
Yeah.
Or a jobber, but whatever.
Yeah.
So Nyla won.
Hangman Page, he is at home with his kids. Same place that the Young Bucks are.
Hangman Page has kids.
That's what I understood from what, or he's home with his family.
He's home with his bottles of alcohol. You might have misinterpreted that.
No, because JR said that that's where both him and the Young Bucks are. Is because of the virus, they're staying home.
Cool.
He talked about the Young Bucks kids and then talked about Hangman Page.
Well, it might have been two different things. It might have been like Young Bucks are home with their kids and Adam Page is home with his liquor. So.
Yeah, that's not what he said.
He could have, and it would have been funnier.
Yeah.
But I don't think Adam Page has kids.
Well, he might not.
I don't think.
He said that that's where he talked about the Young Bucks, and then he was like,
bottles of alcohol, a bit of the bubbly.
Oh, wait, wrong guy. And that dude shows up every week.
Yeah. So I mean, whatever they gotta say to.
When is Double or Nothing? May 25th.
23rd.
23rd.
I think. I could be wrong.
Gleen, Taz wants to manage. Darby Allin, does that give you a ECW feel? It's
23rd.
But I feel that though. I think if they do it right, I think it could be good. And yes, I can see kind of an ECW feel to it.
Darby Allin is one of those guys that doesn't need a manager. He doesn't need a manager. I wouldn't put a manager with him. That wouldn't have been my first thought.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Epic.
Thank you.
I thought
Bye-bye.
AEW was great. I can't say the same about NXT, sadly. Hey, Sport, what is up? Okay.
Gleen,
I'll get into that a little later.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to go over and watch some Twitch over there, you can go over to Twitch.
You can go over to Twitch. Just
Thank you, Mrs. Gleen.
Hop over to Twitch.
Hop over to Twitch, and you can help us get our affiliate.
Yes. So MJF is up next.
We have all of our requirements met to get our affiliate to start getting paid on Twitch, except for the number of people watching at the same time.
Yes.
We need to probably average about 60. Yeah, come to Twitch. Yeah, definitely.
So.
If you have a Twitch account, go over to Twitch.
MJF, I thought this video was very well done. I think all the promos tonight. I think all the promos tonight on AEW were very, very, very good. I think everything promo-wise was great. So MJF, he says it's funny watching all this new younger talent, thinking that they are the top guys. Lots of people compare themselves to legends like Flair, Rock, or Piper. But I don't have to, because, yeah, sure, those guys might be legends, but I'm better than they are. So.
Well, that's because they're all older than dirt now or dead.
It is what it is.
So he should be better than all of them because, they're older than dirt or they're dead.
And, he also made a point in this promo. He was kind of like all these, 30-some-year-old wrestlers.
Social distancing, Tony. Yes, Tony needs to social distance better.
All of these, 30-some-year-old wrestlers who think they're the younger talent and who think they're great, they keep referring to me as this 24-year-old kid who is, making a name for himself. And, folks, that's right. I am better than all of you. This 24-year-old kid is better than all of you.
Yes.
And I love the whole vibe of the promo. I think it was all done very well. And then he ends with next week, I will be back in the ring, and I will be wrestling.
Yes. The only problem is MJF's 35.
So.
Why he said he was 24, I don't know.
I think this promo.
Okay, I made that up.
Was very well done. I love the whole vibe of it. I love the fact.
MJF versus Sugar Boy, a throwaway match.
I think it'll be a good match.
I think it'll be a good match.
MJF is gonna win, but I think it'll be a good match.
I think you'll see Luchasaurus get involved.
Yeah, promos were really solid tonight. They really were, and then probably some stuff with Wardlow.
Yeah.
I would assume, probably. I would think.
Yeah.
going to do the Luchasaurus angle, I think you got to get Wardlow involved too, which could kind of start a feud there between the two of them. So, whatever. I like the fact that he kind of, he talked about Flair and Rock and Piper and how a lot of people compare themselves to them, but he doesn't have to do that because he's better than all of them, combined. And so I loved the whole vibe. I loved everything about it. I think it was great.
Changing the setting on the mic so I can get louder. How's that?
Hello, folks.
Am I louder now?
Yeah,
can everybody hear me?
You just got louder.
Whoop, whoop.
You were like, I'm going to change the setting so I can get louder. And
all
then
right,
you
cool.
sitting next to me, you're like, am I louder, folks? Am I louder? Like, no doubt, Sherlock, you're going to be louder if you start going,
no Battle Royale Casino for Double or Nothing. No, it's going to be a ladder match.
So, yeah, I thought the MJF promo was good, and then we go to ringside, and we get Shawn Spears, and, no, this was just Shawn Spears. I'm kidding. We're not there yet. Sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Calm down. Shawn Spears in a video next. He talks about Cody and how everything that happened to Dustin last week when he got he got the crap kicked out of him by Lance Archer. All of it was Cody's fault. And if he had just, helped him and done whatever, none of this would happen, and Dustin would be fine, and blah, 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 blah. And so the vibe I got from this was kind of like calling out Cody, so to speak, kind of. Maybe they're going to have another match together, maybe not. I mean, it also could just be he's just messing with his head, and, that's that.
Scream like Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Gleen.
So after that, we get the MJF and Shawn Spears thing. MJF is essentially, can't wait to be back next week to show all of my peers what real wrestling looks like. And then Tony tells MJF that he's just been informed that he will fight Jungle Boy at Double or Nothing.
So here's a question. Are we looking at an MJF, Shawn Spears type match down the road?
Possibly. I could totally see MJF's Shawn Spears match down the road. Right now they're kind of, buddies and, cool until Shawn Spears does something that MJF doesn't like.
Or MJF does something that Shawn Spears doesn't like.
One of the two.
Yes.
And then we'll kind of go from there and they'll probably have a match.
Yeah.
I'd be cool with it though.
Which could be good.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, after this, we get Moxley versus Frankie Kazarian. This match was good. It was just super long. I liked everything that happened after.
Inner Circle versus Undisputed Era. That might be a good one.
But, this was just a super long match, and it was okay. It was good. But I liked everything that happened after better. So Moxley won, and then he gets attacked by Dark Order. Brody Lee then comes out, and he says, Mr. Moxley, I am here to answer the bounty.
They'll be a stable for a short time.
I'm here to answer the bounty you put out last week. No one is here to save you now, Mox. You've come into possession of something that I want. Something I desire. Something I need. You have the crown jewel in all of professional wrestling. Consider this a challenge for the AEW World Championship. Answer the challenge, Mox, or we will make you answer it. Mox picks up the microphone and says yes, and then continues to get beat down by, I almost said Inner Circle, Dark Order. I thought this was a good segment.
Yeah, definitely.
So it was made official that Moxley and Brody Lee will be fighting at Double or Nothing for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
I thought it was cool how Moxley laid there and he goes, all he had to do was ask.
I know. It was you didn't have to go through all this trouble of beating me. I would have just said yes anyways. You could have just been hey.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a match.
The whole way they did it to set it up was pretty cool.
Yes. I was thinking they might go with MJF for Mox, but Brody Lee sounds good to me. I think they need to save MJF for down the line for somebody else. I mean, MJF and Mox, I could see MJF and Mox, but I think they need to maybe have that be the guy that takes the title off of Moxley, I suppose. Way down the line, Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe we see Pac next week. Yeah, possibly.
Maybe.
We haven't seen him in a while.
Well,
because of course, he's probably been overseas.
Yeah. And I'm
guessing.
Yeah.
Who's that big guy with Brody?
I have no idea.
Good question.
They're all in masks.
Yes. He's the mask man.
Idea.
He's number 10.
No idea.
We just call him number 10.
So, cool segment. Liked it. Then we get another promo. This is from Brandi Rhodes. This is probably Brandi's best promo, like, since being in AEW.
Yeah.
This was very good, and I liked the entire thing. She says, the attack on my brother-in-law, Dustin, and the numerous well, she's like Mr. Roberts. Mr. Roberts. The attack on my brother-in-law, Dustin, and the numerous times you've called me names on national television. I get it. You think if you insult me, Cody might just come out of the woodworks and try to defend my honor or something, and so then Archer can get his hands on Cody. You're trying to play these games. Unfortunately, neither myself nor Cody are going to take the bait. They might have worked in the 1990s, but it's not going to work now.
Yes, Jon Moxley and Brody Lee have history.
If you slap me...
Look at that fresh face. Thank you. I think she's talking about me.
If you slap me... Oh my gosh. If you slap me, it's not going to go unheard because I will hit you right back. So you can stop these games while you're ahead. Mr. Roberts. I thought this was very well done. I love the entire thing. I love, you know, the whole thing. Just, it was so good.
So, here's a question. Do you think this is going to set up a, like, since she said Cody will come defend my honor, do you think this is going to set up a wedge between Brandi and Cody?
I mean, it could. Maybe. I think, here's what I think they should do. Cody loses the TNT Championship match. And,
pressure of Tyler Breeze.
Cody loses the TNT Championship match. Lance Archer's the TNT Champion. But even though he's beat Cody, he's still like, you know, I guess it would be more so Jake Roberts, who's still kind of playing mind games with Cody and Brandi.
Yeah.
I think even after Archer has gotten his fight and has gotten to beat the living crap out of Cody, I think continuing the mind games would be cool. And that's where maybe you could kind of see the wedge between Cody and Brandi, like, start to form because the mind games kind of start getting to both of them. You know?
Yes.
So I think that could be kind of cool if they did some type of thing like that.
Well, and since she said he would come defend her honor, I wonder if that she's not going to go, where were you? You let that snake crawl all over me.
Yeah.
Dustin might be part-timer, and I won't be mad. He earned it. Yes, definitely. The segment was great. Yeah, I loved it. It
really was.
I loved the whole thing.
So after
the way they did this was
that
cool.
promo, we got Lance Archer versus QT Marshall. Archer won, and after Britt attacked Brandi from behind. So is Britt working with them?
Britt's just a bad person.
I mean, that's also a possibility.
Or a role model, one of the two.
I could totally foresee that being the case.
Because all role models attack people from behind.
But is she going to kind of work with...
I think I'm allergic to you.
No! Stop sneezing. Is she going to start kind of working with, working with Jake Roberts and Lance Archer?
Cody and Brandi break up and Rusev comes, just saying, guys.
Good grief, we don't need that. There were a couple questions surrounding this. Is Britt just being a bad dude and, is like, hey,
Stare at the key light.
Or is she working with Jake Roberts now?
It's not good to stare into the light. Bad things happen when you, go to the light.
I guess time will tell on whether or not Brandi is just being a bad dude or if she's, actually, working with Jake.
Yeah, that's what we'll have to see what happens.
So she attacks Brandi, and then Brandi's, dead. See, okay.
Literally dead.
Okay. They were using Brandi. It's not like Brandi's not an in-ring...
Dude, you sneeze again and I'm bringing in a mask.
...competitor.
I think it's her perfume or whatever she's got on.
I don't have perfume on.
It's her deodorant.
It's my hair.
It's her hair.
I took a shower today and my hair smells like...
social distance.
Tropical
right out the door.
Stuff. So...
We might see a debut at Double or Nothing.
You can broadcast from the hallway. But I liked this, and it was so cool, but, Britt did, a DDT thing on the outside of the ring, And then, like...
Yes, there's 2 more weeks before Double or Nothing. Yes.
And then Brandy was just, like, dead. And so, but it's like Brandy was an in-ring competitor before, and so it's not like...
Mrs. Gleen's going to kick me out of the house because I'm going to sneeze.
I don't know. Just sometimes the way they do things with their, like, managers and stuff, and it's, like, one move and she's, like, out, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because, like, it's not like they weren't in-ring competitors, you know? They did the same thing with Penelope Ford, and it really makes me angry. But anyways, I digress.
Camping stream.
Back to where we were. So Britt attacks Brandy, and then Jake brings out his snake and puts it on Brandy. The other thing that would have made this better is if Brandy was, like, conscious, you know? Because it does a lot of good when she's, like, you know, and the snake's, like, crawling on her. It's like she's, like, sleeping. She's, like, out like a light. So, like, I mean, it was cool, and I liked it, but what would have made it better was if she was conscious.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
Well, I don't know, but then she would have, like, moved and, like, got away, so I think this is okay.
Or not.
She probably wanted her eyes closed, because, like...
She's probably like, you're going to stick the snake on me, and I'm going to lay there, and I'm going to be petrified, and so,
Close my eyes and pretend
but,
like it's not happening.
But see, like, that's where it would have made it cooler, is if she was conscious, because, like, some of these guys, like, you know, like, what he used to do back in his heyday, you know?
There's no camping around here, because it's, like, going to be 39 degrees tonight.
With Andre and, you know, people and stuff, and, you know...
Maven's hair smells like good conditioner. And I can sneeze. Hey, at least I got good smell, see? So it's like I don't have, like, the virus, so everything's good. Poor incapacitated Brandy garners more pity than if she was awake. Yeah.
I don't know, man, but I would have... Maven smells like candy. You know, I smell like a tropical beach vacation.
Yeah. We're pretending we're, like, on the beach, because, you know...
Because my hair smells good.
Or like Ariana Grande.
I do have the Ariana Grande perfume, and so I do smell like that sometimes. Yeah. And I would imagine that's probably what she smells like, but, I mean, maybe not.
She probably never uses it.
See, that's what I want to know. All these people that make their own perfumes, do they actually use those, and do they actually smell like that? Or are they just like, no, this is what I pretend to smell like, but I actually use another perfume that's, like, way more expensive
I don't know,
and,
but
like,
you just
more
put
high
everybody
quality.
in the chat to sleep because you started talking about perfume.
Sorry.
And that, my friends, is some strong...
At symbols. Perfume. Just saying.
A Dusty Hill turn, possibly, or QT Marshall. Possibly?
So, after this, we get a Darby interview where he didn't answer any questions at all.
You mean Dustin, not Dusty. Dusty's dead. If he turns heel, wow. And pops up from the grave.
I mean,
but AJ Styles was buried alive, and he came back.
Styles came back. So, I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
So then next week, pretty much, I feel like this is a whole rundown of, like, next week's card. Like, they told us literally everything. We're getting Christopher Daniels versus Brody Lee.
Dusty Rhodes, yes.
MJF is returning to action. We're getting Jurassic Express with Marco Stunt versus Best Friends and Orange Cassidy. We're getting an interview with Jake Roberts and Lance Archer.
I would love to see Marco Stunt against Orange Cassidy.
We're getting...
That'll be interesting.
Hikaru Shida versus Britt Baker versus Penelope Ford versus Chris Statlander. And the way they made it sound, it seems like the winner of that is going to challenge Nyla Rose at Double or Nothing. And we're getting Jericho in action against Pineapple Pete.
Yes.
Oh boy, folks. Oh
Pineapple
boy.
Pete.
So, after this, we got the main event. Boy, oh boy, was this epic. This was amazing.
AJ Styles came back and his hair isn't...
We have Jericho and Sammy versus Hardy and Omega in a street fight.
AJ Styles is
this
so guess what? He came back to life.
was literally epic.
Yes. Maven, what's the women's match again?
Hikaru Shida versus Britt Baker versus Penelope Ford versus... Who did I say the last person was? Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
And the way they made it sound, it seems like the winner of that is going to fight Nyla Rose at Double or Nothing.
Best street fight I've ever seen.
It was so good.
Yes.
Like, it was so good.
I thought they did a really good job with it.
Like, just everything from, like, Matt Hardy trying to run down Chris
And
Jericho with the freaking golf cart to Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega successfully running down Sammy Guevara with a golf cart. I mean, it was
Elijah,
just, the entire thing was amazing.
You will find out next week who Pineapple Pete is.
Also, we just need to have a moment of silence for the bag of ice that was demolished against Matt Hardy's head.
Yeah.
So we just need to have a moment of silence for that.
The only bad thing was it took Matt Hardy, like, forever to turn the golf cart.
I know, it took him 45 years.
He's like,
but it made it even better, though. And, like, on commentary, they were like, Matt Hardy, we don't have all day. Hardy, we don't have all day. You gotta figure, if you're gonna use that golf cart, you better figure out how to turn it on. And it was the funniest thing I've ever
they're
seen.
showcasing the women, of course. I only care about Chris Statlander. James, I told you, I think a lot of why they didn't do the women is because of the social distancing stuff that was taking place, and I think you will start to see them more. Still wondering how Sammy.
I know, the way he hit the face.
He took that.
It was like boom,
yes.
And that is forever gonna live on the internet.
Mrs. Gleen says Damascus is 3,000 years old. He's not up on this new technology.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I died laughing.
Funny.
Like, it was amazing. Golf cart rundowns were epic. Yeah, they literally were. They were amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. The entire thing was just so good.
Zack Snyder debuts next week.
Maybe. I don't know. Probably not.
Probably need to do it this way.
But it was epic. It was so epic.
Do I look like the yellow dude there?
Except he's not moving like this. It's just like this. I don't know. Anyways, it was so funny, and I loved the entire thing. Just like everything was so good. So Sammy and Jericho won the match, but it was epic.
What the heck, man?
It was epic.
What are you what the heckin' for? You can't say right or copyrighted. LOL. Kenny Moonsault was pretty cool too.
It was.
I thought the whole thing was pretty cool.
It was so good, and then the wrestlers were sitting there. They were in the arena, right? Or like the ring, right? And they're sitting there, and the wrestlers are all at ringside. Well, they leave, and the wrestlers follow them. And then Britt Baker, and specifically, there were several of them that had their phones out.
Yes.
Britt Baker went live on Instagram during the entire thing and was like...
She was posting the match on Instagram.
Well, this has been fun. And it was so funny, just like, and you got 2 different views, and it was amazing.
Matt turning into Matt Hardy Boys, LOL.
Yeah, I know. He's like Damascus, but he's like wearing his Hardy Boys gear. It really was.
Well, I love
perfection.
how he switched throughout the match.
It's just amazing. So yeah, that was pretty much AEW. I think the entire show was really good. I loved everything. I think all the promos were super great. Getting to see some of the guys that we haven't seen in weeks, like, MJF and the women and all these people. It was really cool.
I would give it an
8.5.
No, just an 8.
I'd give it an 8.5.
Okay. 8.2.
Oh boy, Mrs. Gleen sent a link. Y'all need these.
All right.
What's gonna happen if I click it?
I don't know. Apparently nothing.
Because it won't. Oh! What did I do? I just clicked the
Our screen just changed. Oh, it's double or nothing.
Geez.
Double or nothing shirts with there.
Oh, yes, we need this.
Check out the back. Okay, we gotta go back to that now.
We just closed it.
Yeah, sorry. I watched it home. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's like the
WrestleMania ones.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, it's so great. They can really milk this stuff and, make cool t-shirts.
That is cool.
It's cool.
AEW made Lance Archer versus Cody made sense, and Jake bought the snake, so Arn bring the bull rope. Yeah, I think Arn's going to turn on Cody.
I think so. Whenever Revolt makes their debut, I think that's when you're going to kind of start to see Arn being like,
Yes.
Sorry, Cody. Peace out. Bye.
Yeah.
Because I think Arn needs to manage the Revolt.
Yes.
Has to. Literally has to. Because
so too.
if he doesn't, I'm going to be a little bit upset.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Definitely.
So, that's that on that. got NXT. So, yes, let's go ahead and get into NXT. We got a lot to talk about, folks. A lot to talk about. So, first up, we got Gargano versus Dijakovic. This match was actually very good. I enjoyed this. Gargano has new music. I'm a little upset. I shed a tear because his music has been changed. It's no longer Rebel Heart. And that music was amazing.
Orange Cassidy versus Marco Stunt, Double or Nothing. But it'll be a nice mid-card match. Yeah, I think it'll be a nice mid-card match.
His music is dead.
Definitely.
And it very much so makes me upset. Because it was such a good song.
Yeah.
Like, and you just, like, knew it was him.
Yes.
You know, because, like,
now you don't know it's him.
Once the beat hit, like, it was just like, yes, this is Johnny Gargano. Like, the first note of the song, you know, began, it was like, yes, you know, this is Johnny Gargano. Like, it's so obvious it's Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
And now it's like he's got new music, and it's just, it's cool, but it's not Rebel Heart.
Music notes.
No, it's not Rebel Heart. It's just not.
Maven Orchestral versus Walter.
But hey, whatevs. Had to get new music
He
had to get new music for the stuff, for being a heel guy, and so it sucks a little bit.
He changed songs.
Yes, his song is no longer his cool one.
Do the sound again, Gleen. Which one?
You're so weird. I missed it. Yeah, he changed his song.
That one?
That's dumb. You got that right, because his song was so good. Johnny Gargano changed his music. It's no longer Rebel Heart, and it really sucks.
No, it does.
It's now like this dark, weird song. Very similar to Candice LeRae's music.
That's what happens when you become a heel.
Because they're bad guys now. But
changes.
he's been a heel before, and he hasn't had his music changed. I don't know.
Now he's a real heel.
But it sucks, because his song was so good.
This is the real heel.
It was just so good, and it made me upset.
Candice LeRae is better as a heel. Yeah.
So,
I think she's done a good job with the heel.
The match is going on. It's
sucks.
all great. It's all good. And Candice comes out in the middle of it, and she's all like,
the real deal heel.
Johnny,
yes.
are you okay? Johnny, are you okay?
Johnny Gargano.
And so Candice ends up causing a distraction while Gargano tries to take off the cover of the ring buckle. He fails. He then gets beat up by Dijakovic, and then he goes back and takes the stuff off.
Sammy is a heel, and he still has his theme.
Exactly, which is why it doesn't make a whole
but Sammy is like a goofy heel.
I mean, he is. He comes out and he's all like...
I mean, if you've watched Gargano over the last couple weeks...
That's my... Folks, that was my impression of Sami Zayn, and you're only going to get that here.
The way they turned him heel is like he's become a dark heel. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So, I think that changing the music is not... I think it had to come just because of the fact that he's not just... I mean, he's a heel, but he's like... I'll stab you in the back type of heel.
Yeah, so I guess, you know...
Where Sammy's
a
heel, but he's still the clown
much so work
heel.
with... I'm going to stab you in the back, you know?
Yeah.
I guess, but whatevs.
I knew Candice was getting involved.
So, yeah, Candice causes a distraction. Gargano tries to take the cover of the ring buckle off. He fails miserably. And then Dijakovic hits him in the face again, but then Candice is, like, still kind of there, like, ah! And then he finally gets the ring thing off.
Do that again.
Ah!
Okay.
He takes the ring buckle cover off, and he then bounces Dijakovic's face off of it, and then gets the win. So yeah, good match. I liked it. I think it was cool. Good match.
Yes, I agree with Elijah.
So we then get Akira Tozawa versus Jack Gallagher. This is for the Cruiserweight tournament. Akira Tozawa won.
Yes.
He's won all of his matches this far.
He has.
Which, I mean, obviously, if he made it this far.
Yeah, that's how he's made it this far, and now he's made it a step farther.
Yeah.
Because he won this match.
So he's won.
So next week you can go, wow, he's made it this far because he keeps winning.
So yeah, Akira Tozawa won. It was cool.
Crazy.
Up next we got.
Isn't that crazy how a tournament works?
Viley.
You win, you get to wrestle again.
Except it's like the I don't know what it was. It's a tournament. It's like they wrestle 3 times. I don't know how this tournament works.
Yes.
Each dude wrestles 3 times.
Yeah, it's like a round robin.
Which I don't know what that is.
Means that they will wrestle like everybody within their group.
Oh, well, yeah, we have A, B, and
then probably
C and D
the two
something.
2 or 4 or whatever at the end are going to be the ones that are going to fight for the title. It's like this Foley is Mankind, he is a heel, but if he was Dude Love, he's a face. Yes, kind of like that.
So
this is my bro talent times. Yes.
So Xia Li versus
Not sure what John L said.
Chelsea Green. What's next?
Yes.
Aaliyah comes out to distract Xia Li, and then Green gets the win, and then Robert Stone is like, "Let me help you, Aaliyah. Let me help you." And then Aaliyah just runs off.
She was scared.
Okay. I don't like Chelsea Green at all.
I do.
No, I just don't like her.
Me too.
There's something about her that I just don't like. It's not because she's a heel. It's just I just don't like her.
What?
It's kind of like, I don't know, Dana Brooke or Lana or one of them. Like, I just don't like her. There's just something about her that I just don't like. And I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint what it is, but I just don't like her. And I'm not going to like her.
Green is still green.
I just don't like her. I just don't.
Who really needs a new theme, Cesaro? Yes.
So,
I don't know. I don't have a problem with her. I mean, again, I think it's one of those things that the problem is they like tried to push her out there, and then like it wasn't she wasn't ready.
She's just not good, and I just don't like her.
And so if they're
I don't like what they're. And that's probably part of it. Is the fact that when they first put her out there with the Robert Stone brand or whatever.
I think
it
the
is,
Robert Stone brand, if they do it right, can be done.
But the
like,
issue
good.
is when they first brought her in, and they're like, "Oh, the Robert Stone brand." They had her lose like her first 4 matches.
I know, which is stupid.
And so it makes that whole thing look real stupid, and so I just don't like it.
Roman Reigns, Baron Corbin, or Dana Brooke.
Yeah, kind of. I just don't.
James wants to know
like
what in the high hell they're doing with Dakota and Raquel. Totally disgusting.
They weren't even on the show.
Yes, they're doing nothing with them, James. So don't worry about it.
They were on the show last week, though.
They're good.
But I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like her. I don't like this. I don't like her. I don't like Aaliyah either.
Yeah.
They're both just very, very, they seem very annoying.
Yeah.
And so I don't like them. So after this, we got...
I'm not a fan of how Akira getting a squash on Raw, but he somehow was supposed to believe for him in the tournament. Yeah.
And that's something else. I did see somebody say that on Twitter. They were like, yeah, he's getting beat on Raw. He's on Raw constantly, and he's getting beat by all these people. But then you put him in the tournament, and he's winning. So, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, at all. And I 100% get that.
Well,
it doesn't make any sense.
I'm guessing it's probably because of 2 different brands. And they're looking for people to fill on Raw. Or had been looking for people to fill on Raw, and now that, they can cut loose and start having more people.
Dude, Akira Tozawa is on Raw. He's on, the Raw roster. He was brought up to Raw.
Okay, but I think that probably there's reasons for that.
But he was brought up way before all of this.
I know, but how much was he really used?
He was on 205 Live, and then they put Akira Tozawa and Drew Gulak, I think is who the other guy who went to... SmackDown was, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me at all. So up next, we got one of the most confusing things I think I've ever seen in my life.
So does that mean you're changing your mind about Dana, the woman who's going to win Sunday?
I'm sorry, James. She's not winning. It goes to show you their treatment for NXT. Yeah, goulash. Goulash.
Yeah.
Goulash. Goulash. Yes.
Goulash.
So I don't know. This next segment is probably one of the most confusing things I think I've witnessed in a bit. Karrion Kross makes his debut with Scarlett. Okay. The entrance was cool, I suppose. It was cool. But just the way the whole thing has been handled, I haven't loved. It's been very all over the place, and it's very confusing to me what they're doing with him and what they're doing with, both Kross and Scarlett, it's very confusing to me what they're doing with them. Because they're like, oh, he's making his debut next week, or we're going to see him next week. So I was thinking, oh, well, Scarlett is going to come out and, like, talk for him, or he's going to talk, or he's going to say something in regards to attacking Ciampa. Right? That would make sense. No, we bring him out, and we're having him fight a jobber. And I'm like...
Not just a jobber, but a jobber dude.
I'm like, what? What?
The entrance is cool aside from the lip syncing.
What?
Kross is the damn devil.
This has been very all over the place. It's been very confusing. It has been a little difficult for me to follow.
Elijah, I agree. I like Robert Stone, like, being a manager. They need more like that.
Just the whole thing. Like, why did this guy attack Tommaso Ciampa nearly 3 weeks ago? You had him attack Ciampa. You had him take out Ciampa, who's one of your top stars at the moment. And we're not even, like, getting an explanation for it when he makes his debut, which is what I figured they were going to do, is when they showed the video last week, and they were like, oh, he's debuting next week. Or he's showing up next week. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. He's probably going to come out, and, you know, they're going to talk about beating the crap out of Ciampa,
Squash matches have been used to debut wrestlers tons of times.
I don't care. That doesn't mean anything to me.
The whole idea behind this was to make
No, but I don't care. The whole thing has been confusing and has been all over the place.
You probably don't want to watch a lot of old wrestling.
And has been...
Old wrestling, like the Road Warriors would wrestle like
okay, I don't care if they're fighting a jobber. They do that with the freaking Viking Raiders right now and I hate it. Because they do it way too much. Okay? But the issue I have with this whole thing is that it's been all over the place and it's been hard to follow. And it's been like, what are we doing with him? Because you had him... Okay, can I finish? You had him attack Tommaso Ciampa nearly a month ago.
Okay.
You had him attack Ciampa. You had him in this video thing with Gargano and Ciampa and Triple H.
Okay. Where
he showed up on the screen and was like, oh, you know, whatevs. And was like, I'm coming, TikTok. You had him do all this crap for his first thing that he does on NXT to be a match against a nobody. And it's just weird. The entire thing is weird because it's not like nobody. I didn't want him to fight anybody. What I wanted them to do was have him or Scarlett or whatever come out and speak, and speak. That's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be a match. I wasn't expecting it to be a match. I don't. The whole thing is just very all over the place.
I'd rather have just come out and destroy somebody.
I guess
put on a show.
What I said. I guess what I'm saying is. I had higher expectations going into this because I thought they were going to do something else with it. Or, like, just the whole thing with Kross and Scarlett. And, like, it's just kind of been underwhelming. That's the way I feel about it. It's been underwhelming.
Put on a 5-star match. But that won't look good for Kross. He needs to be a threat. That's what I said. I think he needs to be a threat.
I don't care, though. I don't care. I'm not taking Kross seriously if he's beating some dude that I could beat up.
It's not about...
I could have knocked out Leon Ruff, okay? I could have beat the crap out of him in 0.2 seconds.
Okay.
The dude looks like he weighs about 95 pounds.
Okay.
And eats Fruity Pebbles for breakfast, okay? Like, I could have beat him up. So, it doesn't look very,
Hey.
It doesn't look very...
Let her talk.
It doesn't look very intense. Or, oh, he's such a threat. When dude is beating up somebody that I could, like, knock out,
What's wrong with Fruity Pebbles?
Nothing's wrong with Fruity Pebbles. I like Fruity Pebbles. They're great.
Maybe it's like a honey badger.
But, like, I don't...
What did Fruity Pebbles ever do to you?
I don't care to see Kross knock out some dude that I could knock out. Like, I don't care.
Okay, so
it doesn't make him look like a dominant force.
We should have him in against somebody that's good.
I
dominate them so then they look bad. And then see what happens. Because then you'd be going, why did they have him destroy that guy?
Or we just wait for him to have
He just killed that guy.
Or...
And that guy wasn't good.
Or We just wait.
Fruity Pebbles, yes. I eat Fruity Pebbles. See, Zandel eats Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, I picked out a great shirt for today.
I don't care about your stupid feelings.
No, I really don't. But I eat Fruity Pebbles.
Whose feelings are we talking about here?
Yours.
Oh.
But I would have just saved his first match for do it against Ciampa.
My feelings say that this was okay.
Do it against Ciampa. Have the dude come out, and why do you even have to put the guy in a match? Why not just have him beat people up backstage? Why not have him involved everywhere? And, have him take out Finn Balor this week, and we don't know who took out, who. We have this stupid who beat the crap out of Finn Balor thing. Have it be Kross. Then he can, go after, I don't know, Adam Cole, or go after Dream, or go after somebody. Take out some of their big stars. And then Ciampa comes back and is like, you beat me up. Blah, 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 blah. And then they have their first match together.
Export didn't mind the crust.
I don't know. I didn't like it.
Probably the only thing you liked about the whole show.
I didn't like it. I think I had higher expectations going into the whole Killer Kross and Scarlett coming to NXT thing.
Yes,
and it's just been very underwhelming in my opinion. It's been very underwhelming, and I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it aside from I think it's been very underwhelming, and I had higher expectations going into what they were going to do.
Yeah, I was underwhelmed by it.
Why did this dude take out Tommaso Ciampa nearly a month ago, and his first freaking match on NXT is against some jobber dude? His first appearance on NXT TV is fighting some jobber dude. I just don't get it. Why would you not have him come out and have them say something along the lines of, we took out the top guy in the company. We took out the top guy in the company, and now, guess what? I don't care who you are.
Because you make a statement by beating somebody.
I don't know! Not by beating a freaking jobber!
I'm also under.
Not by beating somebody that's a jobber, okay? You cannot sit here and tell me.
The funny thing is...
You cannot, no. You cannot sit here and tell me. You are not going to sit here and tell me that it makes more of a statement beating up a jobber than one of your top stars.
If you attack a top star from behind, does that make you looking good? I hit him with a 2x4 from behind, so now I'm good.
I don't care. I don't care. It's the same thing with the Viking Raiders. Having the Viking Raiders come out every freaking week, fighting another jobber team, having the Viking Raiders.
What the?
It's the same thing with anybody who's fighting jobbers at the moment. Putting the Viking Raiders out there every freaking week, fighting a different jobber tag team.
Matches have been used to debut tons of times.
Don't care. I don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me. Put him in a match with somebody who's an actual superstar on the roster who isn't a jobber. I don't care. Anybody who isn't a jobber. I don't know. I don't have a name off the top of my head. Put him in a match with somebody.
So you can't tell me who you'd have to fight.
Care. Put him in a match with Finn Balor. Put him in a match with... I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't make a difference to me.
Oh, so that's going to look good.
But this jobber, it doesn't mean anything of his breaking this jobber in half who isn't even going to be there next week. It doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Like I said, it doesn't mean anything when the Viking Raiders beat a new jobber team every week. It doesn't mean anything when this guy and that guy beat a new jobber team every week. It doesn't mean anything. Okay. It doesn't add anything. And when I laugh so hard when the commentary team on Raw or on SmackDown or wherever, they're all like, oh, yes, the Viking Raiders are such a dominant force. And I'm like, how is beating a new jobber team every week, guys that aren't even on the freaking roster, how is that making them a dominant team? It's not. Because those two dudes are as big as houses. And they're fighting dudes who are the size of pencils. So, I wonder who.
Game going down,
I wonder who is going to win that match. Please tell me. It's so dumb.
Wouldn't that make Balor look weak?
Take Balor off TV after that. Have Balor be injured for a bit. I don't care.
Mr. G right now.
I don't care. This is stupid.
Maven is going to blow a gas.
This was a dumb way to bring him in. I like I said, I was underwhelmed by the entire thing. Everything they've done with him thus far,
So,
I have not liked.
Makes
sense of why he attacked Ciampa. Makes sense of it. They don't do that ever. They don't make sense of anything. When I have no voice tomorrow, we'll know why.
So he goes in, he fights Finn Balor, beats Finn Balor. Guess what happens now? Oh, Finn Balor wants a rematch. He feels that he was disrespected and now he wants a match. So now we don't even have the Ciampa match happening because, well, guess what?
Or better yet,
Finn Balor
don't put Killer Kross in a match with anybody until you have him in a match with Ciampa. That would have made more sense than putting him in a stupid match against a jobber. That would have made more sense. And I swear to you, if they bring out Killer Kross next week and they put him in another freaking match with a jobber, this is going to go literally where it's going to go where it goes with every other tag team or every other single superstar or anybody who's on the roster that has ever fought a jobber. Literally, I swear to you, if they bring out a jobber next week to fight Killer Kross, I'm going to lose my freaking mind. I'm going to lose my freaking mind.
I'm gonna show you some old wrestling.
I don't care about old wrestling. I'm talking about now. I don't care. This was dumb. And I don't like this.
They're building
like, the entire thing. It doesn't matter how cool his entrance was. It doesn't matter how cool his whole thing, was cool.
Will there be a mind to lose?
It doesn't matter because the entire thing just blew up in their faces when they put him against a jobber. It doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything to me, and I don't freaking care.
Take a shot every time Maven says I don't care. Okay. I had some milk, but I drank it. And
put him in a match with somebody who's actually on the roster. Put him in a match with Tyler Breeze. Put him in a match with Austin Theory. Put him in a match with somebody. I don't care. It's just not a jobber. Having Tyler Breeze lose to Killer Kross. Tyler Breeze is one of their mid-card, lower-card talent guys. Okay. Cool. What else? I would have been happier with that than putting him in a match against a freaking jobber. It doesn't make sense to me. And I don't like it. It's been underwhelming from the start. And unless they go in a completely different direction, which, I don't know, I don't like it. I don't care.
Let me ask you this.
Dumb. I didn't like it.
What did you think about Lance Archer's debut on AEW?
Lance Archer's debut was cool because guess what? Marco Stunt isn't a freaking jobber. Marco Stunt is an actual superstar on their roster.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So it's a completely different thing.
Okay. So if they would have used Hornswoggle to wrestle Killer Kross, everything would have been good because Hornswoggle is a name.
Yeah!
Okay. So we got everything cleared up. It's the name that's the issue.
No, just the whole thing is underwhelming. I don't like it. What I would have done, like I said, is just not had him fight anybody. I would have not had him fight anybody. I would have just waited to put him in a match until we put him in a match against Ciampa.
So Zandela, do you have like a list?
Completely, and I don't get it. I really don't get it. This is far more underwhelming than I thought it was going to be. And it's just not good.
That's the name. Yes, agreed. Next topic.
That's
what it is, the name.
I don't know.
How do you do the show every week with this? We needed a top 10 Maven Rants YouTube video. A Maven Rants playlist, yes.
This
so
is just not good.
At least 6 to 7 rants on the list.
So up next we get Riddle and Thatcher. This was funny. Riddle says the fact that Imperium had the audacity to attack us on the Newly Bro show, it's unforgivable. Then they ask us for a match? Oh, it's really not up to me.
This is a good time to plug merch.
What do you think, Tim? What are you thinking? And Timothy's like, yeah, let's give him a match. And Riddle's all like, bro. And it was real funny. Up next, oh boy, we got another segment that I was kind of questioning. Yippee-ki-yay! Io Shirai versus Charlotte Flair. Okay, this match was good.
I can't believe Charlotte Flair wrestled a jobber.
This match was good, and I enjoyed this match until
Till somebody won.
Until Charlotte used a friggin' kendo stick and caused the DQ.
Yippee-ki-yay. I could finish that. Quarantine life is getting to you, Maven.
No, it's really not, because quarantine life is no different than regular life, so.
Never mind.
So Charlotte causes the DQ. She hits Aew with a kendo stick, and the match was good up until this point.
I was gonna do it, Mrs. Gleen.
Okay. The match didn't even kick off the second gear. It was there probably to save it on a pay-per-view or something. I don't understand why we did this match tonight. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. So Charlotte causes the DQ, and Aew is pissed. She's so mad. She's like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" All while she's getting beat up. And then Rhea comes out and is like, I'm Rhea Ripley, and I'm here to save the day. Ha ha! And I'm like, could we not have done this a better way? Did we have to not let the match finish? Did we have to have Charlotte cause the DQ and then have Rhea come out? Did we really have to do this? Is this really the way we needed to bring Rhea Ripley back? The finish was dumb, especially with how much they hyped the match. That's what I'm saying. It's like, why couldn't we just, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Why we didn't let the match play out, and then the reason we did this was to get Rhea back. Like, we couldn't have done this, and there wasn't any other way we could have figured this out to get Rhea to be back on TV. Really?
Maybe. You think
really?
Rhea sounds like Mickey Mouse?
Like, really?
I smell a triple threat match. Charlotte versus Aew versus Rhea.
I also smell that, and I don't like it.
Yep. I just smell Maven's hair.
So,
and now I'm going to sneeze.
I don't like, or what they're going to do is have Aew versus Rhea, and then Rhea's going to beat Aew, and then Rhea's going to go on to beat Charlotte, or fight Charlotte. I mean,
Maven's getting mad about Kross versus Jobber, but now it's getting now
I don't know. Aew and I had about the same reaction to this. You know, we were both real angry. And
Mr. G wants to do the show from the back porch.
I didn't like this at all. I don't like the finish. The match before the finish was great. It was epic. Charlotte and Aew, I want to watch them have a match again.
It was a bad night
but
for NXT.
I don't want them to do a stupid finish. Like, come on, folks. Get with the times. Let the match finish, and then do your stupid stuff after. It doesn't make any sense to me why we needed to do it in this manner to get Rhea back. There's about 45 billion other ways we could have done this, and we didn't. So I don't get it.
45 billion.
And so, yes. Then we go backstage, and Aew. I wrote Aew and Charlotte, but I meant Aew and Rhea.
45 quadzillion.
They got into a fight, and they're all like, and Charlotte. Aew is like, angry. And Rhea's like, you should be thanking me. I saved your butt. And Aew was all like, ha 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 ha. Punches and stuff. And so, yeah, that was that. We then get Kushida versus Jake Atlas. This is for the Cruiserweight tournament. Kushida won. Yeah, okay. Cool. Whatevs. I don't really care. Kushida won. Cool. Neat. We then get Finn Balor. He says, whoever attacked me will be sorry. Whatever you're planning to get out of this won't happen because I'll find you before you have a chance to make another move. We get told next week we're getting Riddle and Thatcher versus Imperium for the Tag Team Championships. We then get Cameron Grimes versus Denzel Dejournette, a.k.a. the Street Profits Reject. Grimes wins, and then he says... What? I don't know. I've made several noises, and I don't know which one.
Maybe it's Kross.
So...
God, I hope not, because he'll wrestle a jobber, and then we'll have to go through a 30-minute rant.
So Cameron Grimes versus Denzel Dejournette, a.k.a. the Street Profits Reject. Grimes won, and then he says, times are changing. I deserve better than this. Now, Finn Balor was out here and said, if you want to be at the top, you need to beat him. Well, somebody already beat me to it. But if he was here now and he was in my face, I would just slap the taste right out of his mouth. And then Finn Balor comes back and then he murders Grimes. And so it was, whatever. So we're getting Finn versus Grimes next week on NXT.
That was a lot of release. So what'd you think of this segment?
It was fine.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't like Cameron Grimes, but whatever. Finn Balor, cool, I guess.
I know you don't like Cameron Grimes.
We then get Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream. Undisputed Era tries to come out to help Cole, but Dexter Lumis is all like, and he just crawled out from under the ring and
slap the taste right out of your mouth is such a southern saying.
You didn't even say it right.
Slap the taste right out of your mouth.
No, that wasn't it either.
Oh.
Try again.
Slap the taste right out of your mouth.
It's outa. You keep messing it up.
Outa.
Say it again.
Slap the taste right out of your mouth.
No, say it again.
Slap the taste right out of... I'm going to slap the taste right out of your mouth here in a minute.
Oh, my goodness. Slap the taste right out of your mouth.
Just wait to ask.
You don't even put an accent on it, dude.
Just slap the taste right out of your mouth. Dexter Lumis, I love his character. I want to see more of him. I love his character too.
Honestly,
I think he'd be really good at this. Yes, he definitely.
I did not like Dexter Lumis at all. But after this whole thing, from sliding out from under the ring, honestly,
all of a sudden you like him now,
I'm
don't you?
sold because it was so funny. I'm gonna have to find a video and I'll have to show it to you.
I told you what the whole idea behind him.
I will have to show it to you because
I'm gonna slap the taste right out of your mouth.
It was so funny.
I told you what was gonna happen. I told you that he's like a psycho guy, and so
funny.
when you're sitting here bad mouthing him, I was like, that's the way he's supposed to be.
Yeah, but
he's like a psycho
funny.
guy.
Woo! Let me see if I can find it to show you.
Are you gonna finish your? Did you finish?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, you can wait to show.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
I kid you not. He was all like.
Yeah. Told you he's like a psycho guy. I told you that.
And he seems to be obsessed with Dream.
Yeah.
Because he's out there helping him. So I mean, I suppose it could be cool. I'm kind of in love with him now just because of, it was epic.
Because he crawled like a tarantula.
It was so funny.
I've been a fan of him since his time in TNA, and he hasn't changed his character even when he did indie shows. This was him. I like what he does. I've liked him since he came in, and maybe was like, I don't like him. Now he crawls like a tarantula. I love him. He was a spider, and I love him.
Yeah, man. So, yeah.
Lumis versus Kross would be a good one.
He
yes,
accidentally beats up the ref, and this causes, the ref to be all like, ah! And then Dream, gets the 1, 2, 3, but not really because the ref wasn't there. And then Cole retains. So.
Yes.
Cool.
Cool. So what would you give NXT?
Probably an 8.
An 8? Like half the show you said sucked.
Well,
I'm going to give this show an 8, even though, I didn't like half of it.
It was really just the Kross thing.
I'm not surprised Cole won. Yeah, me neither.
What really...
And the Aew and Charlotte thing.
I liked the Aew and Charlotte match until the end. The end sucked.
Well, usually the end is where somebody wins, and usually that's kind of what decides the match.
That part sucked, but the match itself was really good. Aew and Charlotte have great chemistry, and I want to see another match between the two of them. I think it's the size difference and just their styles in the ring are they both have the moonsault and everything, and it's cool to watch them wrestle. It worked, but then they did the stupid ending, and then that kind of was just So I mean, that was the only part there that I didn't like. But the Killer Kross thing was really just not.
Yeah, not good. Not good. We know.
I don't
30
like
minutes,
that. I don't like that. I didn't like that.
We know.
I don't care about that. It was just not good. Very underwhelming.
Yeah.
Didn't like it. It was
ungood.
Ungood. Very ungood.
Yes.
I didn't like it. So, that's that on that.
All right.
But I'd give it an 8. an 8 for NXT and like an 8.5 or 9 for AEW. What would you give NXT?
An 8.5.
Cool. An 8 for ungood.
For not being good.
Yeah, I mean, I could have given it less, but I feel like the rest of the show is like good.
I don't know. I'd probably give NXT a 7.
I'd give it an 8, and an AEW is an 8.5 or a 9.
Yeah.
Because they were good.
All right. You got any news? Dude,
I'm checking.
That's not how this works.
Yes, it is. Yes,
no
it
news?
Is. I'm looking. Oh, AEW is getting fined.
Yes, AEW got fined $10,000.
For their...
Or something like that.
For their, that's that.
Yeah.
For their,
For their match in Maryland.
Yes, at, what's it called?
I don't remember which one it was.
I don't remember what the pay-per-view was called. Full Gear.
Yeah.
It was the Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley match.
Because they use weapons.
Well, I mean, yes, but it was also because, like, there's, like, blood and stuff.
Yeah, because they don't allow blood in Maryland.
So I don't know.
Nobody can have blood.
I don't know what the
So if you're
deal
playing
is.
basketball in Maryland and you get bopped in the nose, it's a $10,000 fine.
That's kind of what I got from it, though. Was, like, because of the blood and the weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I got from reading the whole thing that was put out about it.
I should probably read it just so I can, like, figure out if that's what they meant.
Probably. But that's what I got from it, and,
What
know,
are you saying?
it's like...
Something now.
Legal documentation and stuff, so maybe I don't...
AEW got fined by the state of Maryland because...
Well, it was some athletic thing in Maryland.
Yeah, the athletic...
Something. Some athletic...
The Athletic Association in Maryland.
Well, probably. Something like that.
That's not how Maryland works.
It's like something like that. They were fined by some athletic thing for something. I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Okay. I don't know what it was for, but what I got from it was like something about weapons and blood and stuff. So I might be completely wrong, and when I am, it's totally fine because I don't know how to read legal documentations. But
State Athletic Commission for unsanctioned match.
Oh, unsanctioned
What?
match. See, it doesn't make sense. It's like, what are you talking about?
Okay, so AEW presented a lights-out, unsanctioned match between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega at Full Gear that tore the house down.
Okay,
It's also costing AEW $10,000. The Maryland State Athletic Commission is fining All Elite Wrestling for the sum of $10,000 for their unsanctioned contest. This is a small price to pay for a great match, but there could be further ramifications if there are repeat offenses. In the complaint, it was noted that Mr. Good, Moxley, hit Mr. Smith, Omega, with barbed wire wrapped baseball bat across the back 3 times. It was also noted that Mr. Smith used a barbed wire. Why don't they just use their names?
Because they're using their
barbed
real
wire
names.
wrapped broom across Mr. Good's back. So basically, Omega used barbed wire wrapped broom on Moxley, and he swept him with the bristles.
He swept him with the bristles. See, I told you it was stupid. It was something about weapons and blood, and I don't know.
Former WCW announcer Christopher Cruz sent in the complaint about the match. He unloaded on Facebook after the paperwork was made public.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
So, look.
And people were like, thanks, you snitch. Like, you know the saying, snitches get stitches, so watch out.
This isn't the best look for AEW, but they will continue. If a pandemic didn't stop them, then a $10,000 fine isn't going to either. Don't expect to see any more barbed wire or spider webs in AEW in the meantime. So Christopher Cruz, look, the easy thing to say in response to the $10,000 fine levied on AEW by the MSAC is that it's pocket change for a billionaire. I get that, but it ain't nothing, and it's public or will be on May 20th when the commission meets and then posts the consent order on its website and distributes to all other commissions throughout the country. And keep in mind that the next violation will result in the revocation of their license in Maryland and possible show stoppage. In the middle of a match, the commission is on notice now that others are watching its actions. This puts AEW on notice as well, and it embarrasses the company. By this time tomorrow, the story will have spread far and wide, and it will appear in mainstream publications. This is a black eye for AEW. What a clown.
Pretty much. That's what everybody else
has
said.
Are.
They're like,
they got fined, and
you
that's
are
what happened.
An idiot.
Mr. Good and Mr. Smith. Yes. Unsanctioned match. Yes. It's like, what? It's wrestling.
Like, the outcomes, everybody already knows what's going to happen. This guy's a clown.
It's part of a show, idiot.
What AEW do? Matt Hardy is injured. Because he, like, killed himself on a table.
I don't get it.
Dana wins Money in the Bank. Sunday night, y'all can believe that. James, the women's division will be over if that happens. Oh, yeah, I heard about that, Gleen. That made no sense to find them. Yeah, I don't know why they find them.
It doesn't make any sense at all. It's like, what are they being fined for? For the use of barbed wire on a bat? For the use of the unsanctioned match? For use of what? For blood, guts, gore? What's your problem? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's some dude who's like, I'm gonna go and cause problems.
I did not hear about that.
You fool. Go away.
The thing about it is okay, they already knew they had an unsanctioned match. Why didn't
Okay, and this happened how many months ago? How many months ago did this match happen? And why is this dude doing this just now?
Well, and this clown that's talking about this, what's his deal?
I don't know. Probably hates pro wrestling.
Did he apply and, like, they said, no, we're not going to hire you?
Sammy's tweet, Sammy Guevara, in response to getting hit upside the head with the golf cart,
rough day at
said
the
rough day at the office.
You see, Gleen, that's why wrestling won't be hardcore anymore. Now you know why we're PG now. I don't get the whole idea behind it. It's wrestling. The hacker is CM Punk.
Doesn't. I don't know about that.
That'd be cool if it was CM Punk.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I've got to go back. You know what? No, I don't know.
He does. If it was CM Punk, he'd have tattoos on his hands.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe they would cover them up. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of extreme. To kind of.
I think it's Shorty G still.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. All right, we are going to take off.
I'm not seeing anything else. I don't think.
We will be back at 5 o'clock.
Tomorrow.
Central Time on Friday.
I'm lying. It's not tomorrow.
Friday, 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll be doing a show with Give Me a Hell Yeah. We'll be doing our prediction show with them. And the loser
has to do something.
Get that girl a calendar. Yes. The loser
has to do something very great that I came up with. So you must tune in on Friday.
Yes, tune in. You'll find out what the loser of our prediction show has to do.
Yes, it's pretty epic.
Yes.
It's pretty epic.
So 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And for those of you that are back to work, we'll watch it later on, and then you'll know what we're talking about. Gable is getting repackaged, no longer Shorty G. They're going to call him the big man.
Better still be Shorty G. Because if he's not Shorty G, I'm going to be real upset.
Yes. He's no longer Shorty G. He's Andre the Giant. All right, we're going to take off. Good night, guys. Awesome show. Always stay safe and well. You too, James. By the way, James, how's your wife doing? After returning home.
See those dance moves?
And we will be back on Friday before SmackDown, and then we'll be on Friday after SmackDown.
Yes, 2 shows on Friday.
You will get to see us
twice
on Friday.
That never happens.
Crazy, huh? I say this, Jeff.
Maven with the moves.
Came back as Willow. Yeah, Maven has moves.
That's not what that said at all.
Maven with the moves.
Moves. Jeez, you need to learn how to read comments the way they're written. Maven with
moves.
The moves.
It's not moves. It's just moves.
2 shows. Yes.
2 shows, 1 day.
Twice the fun.
Yes. Prediction show.
Oh, hey guys. Just in case anybody was wondering, do you know what I did today? I watched Total Bellas.
She flipped out over Killer Kross.
I did do that, but I've watched all of Total Bellas season 5 that they have out right now. The new episode, episode 6, comes out tomorrow, and I kind of can't wait. I kind of forgot how much I actually liked their shows. Like, I kind of did. Because they're actually pretty good. So, just in case anybody's wondering. I don't think anybody was, but I just thought I'd put that out there, because it is wrestling related. So, I just...
Hey, guys.
I just thought I would, because why not? So, I'm going to watch a new episode tomorrow. So
Mrs. Gleen is hey, guys, and I'm not sure what she's saying.
Yeah.
Where's she
She's
going
copying
with this?
me, because I said,
hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Oh.
Just in case you were wondering.
Hey, guys.
I caught up on Total Bellas. Just, in case anybody was wondering. But, nobody was. You sound like a YouTube video. Sorry. My apologies. I apologize.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. What's up? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take off. James, glad your wife's doing well. Hey, guys, it's Maven. Yes. I am sorry. You're sorry for what, James?
For watching Total Balance.
Oh.
Oh,
if it's
geez.
Punk, will make sense, and possibly they're hacking or show the true side of Jeff Hardy. Possibly. Could.
So, yes.
We really could see that. With that, we're going to take off. We'll be back Friday. Remember, 2 shows Friday. 1 at 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific Time. And I don't want to try and figure out, like, you know, if you're from England, what time that is. That'd be like 11 o'clock England time, I think. Or
it's
BS
time.
11 BS time.
Yes, BS time.
Not BS time. It's like, you know, British, like...
Not, you just said as not in British Standard Time. Jeez.
Or whatever.
Get that dude a world clock.
Actually, it's not British Standard Time, because that's what I said when Gimme Hole told me the time is, and I was like, oh, is that British Standard Time? And he's like, no, that's not what that stands for. And I said, well, what does it stand for? He goes, I don't know. So, White Corey get back in wrestling. Is he the hacker? Because remember, he's show Cass betray Enzo. Do not know why he's getting back into wrestling. Other than he's probably tired of doing commentary. I'm guessing.
Probably.
All right, with that, we're going to take off. We'll see you guys on Friday. 2 shows on Friday. Don't forget, be there or, you know, have a life and go do something else. We are out.